Okay, so in this video, I'll discuss open high concept once again. 3 days back, I have done this video. I have discussed the conditions. I have discussed how you will be capturing that open high move. So we got a perfect scenario today, and I hope you might have done well. I've discussed the conditions also, and everything was aligning perfectly, and you got that open high hit today. So I'll share the screen and then I'll explain this. So if you look at it, this is open high on the put side. And the first condition is that first 5-minute candle, you need to get the open high. So here the first condition is satisfied. So this I have explained in this video. If you remember, this was the video I have done just 3 days back. You can watch this video. The conditions are very clear. First you need to get the open high. So here clearly you have the open high, and I've discussed different scenarios where you get the open high, and then where we are going to take the trade, where you are making this open high as a tradable setup. In fact, I have taken the first trade here also because we are getting rejections from the top itself. So we got that trade in the live mentoring sessions along with the mentoring participants. But that was not the trade where you can capture open high. So open high is a tradable setup later. This one we got a tradable setup because it is at 24,400, got a gap up. Yesterday also big gap up. And today it was just struggling at that level. So we got this trade on the put side. So that's the first trade that we have taken, but that's not the open high trade. Now open high trade will come here after this candle. So if you see this video, you will clearly understand there are three conditions. First, you need to have that open high. Second, you want the VWAP to be crossed. That means here you can see this black line, which is VWAP, is crossed very comfortably. Third condition, which makes it more probable, is that it's not between VWAP and 20 MA. This is 20 MA. So here this is not tradable for open high. And that because of that itself, open high didn't hit because it is below 20 MA and it is between VWAP and 20. So that is not a tradable setup for open high, but it's a tradable setup otherwise. And we are in that trade for sure. Now open high is tradable after this candle. You have the first condition met. First 5 minutes, you got the open high. Second, you got it above VWAP. You got it above 20 MA. So this is the candle which will help you to enter. So you are getting an entry at around 250 level and your open high was 400 and that got hit perfectly. Correct? So the three conditions, I've discussed the conditions. I've discussed the scenarios in which you will be trading here in this video. I've discussed the scenarios where you should avoid trading. I've discussed the scenarios where you'll increase the probability. I've discussed a scenario where you make open high a tradable setup. So today is a tradable setup and probability is coming in your favor. But we have taken the first put trade. That is not because of open high. That is because of different setup that I have taken along with the live mentoring participants in the live session with the mentees. So that is, you just saw open high, not because of that you have taken the trade. This trade I have taken because it was getting rejected couple of times from the top. So that is why this put trade I've taken and we got very good trade on that. Now the open high trade is taken after this, where the conditions are met. The first one, second is above VWAP, third above 20 MA. So it came alignment with all the three, but here it is a beautiful trade. Otherwise, other setup, why not open high? Because it came above VWAP, not above 20 MA. So I cannot hold till this high, right? Now it is above that. So this is a trade where I can hold till this level. So I hope this is very clear. If not, the detailed explanation is what I've done 3 days back. If you have watched that video and if you were waiting for it, you might have got this trade because all the conditions we discussed aligned perfectly. Just because you saw open high, that doesn't mean you need to enter the trade. You saw open high, you saw the other conditions are aligning with your setup, then you are making that open high a tradable setup. You are making that as a very high probability setup. And that is the trade which you can hold for a destination. And that's what I consider as a destination trade. So you are taking that trade and you're holding for 150 point. Other trades, it will be difficult to get that destination. You keep booking as and when you get the profit. Here also you'll be trailing, but you have a destination. And that is 400 on that particular strike price. And I was able to hold till that. So if you've just watched that video, you could have implemented that today. And if you would like to learn these in the live market, get in touch with us. We have the live market mentoring sessions and I share the contact details in the description. See you there.